listeners.
Give it to me.
Oh, hello. We got a little fancy pre-show roll.
In our fantasy.
Look at that.
And I even know where to point because it's down. You can't mess that up.
Down.
Because it's down.
Here's how I can
Whatever.
tell is because it's right down.
Every other time you go to point to a window in like a stream, you're like, oh, I actually did it the right way. Like it's never, you're always just like, I don't know how directions work.
I had the first in-studio guest that I've had since before 2020.
Whoa. How
How did that go?
It was very
did it freak you
embarrassing. I had to do a lot of like, I haven't had anyone in here. I did my best. I'm so sorry. But yeah, it went fine. It went well.
Sure, it was great. Oh,
Yeah.
You're such a Midwesterner. Like,
Well, because
He's like, I
it's
saw a
partly
dust bunny just
partly
roll
that
by.
sort of like, yeah, it's a mess in here, but also like, yeah, you can sort of see, because it was Sword and Laser, so it was me and Veronica interviewing this author, Wesley Chu,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you can sort of see Veronica on this monitor that I propped up on these boxes over here, you know, it's that kind of thing.
Yeah, the whole production
I feel you.
pipeline is not designed around that. Yes.
Yeah. But y'all missed my. Wait, or did you? No, you did. My crazy nose. When we.
Nope, you told us. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You did not miss it.
We did not miss it because you saw it at the root,
Yeah.
at the beginning.
But it's looking good, though.
Yeah, no, it's much better. That really was the point of bringing that story up.
It's because you were like, check it out. Like my ish looks
look.
good.
It's
So
not
much
crazy.
better.
It's like a little rough. It's like, you know, just a little bit. Yeah, it's almost fine.
Almost fine.
So that's my cool story.
Cool story, bro.
Thanks.
I don't even want to complain about the stupid thing that I want to complain about, but like I bought myself a new inflatable hot tub and it
Oh.
arrived with a missing part, and that part was the part that allowed it to inflate. And then yep.
Yeah.
It's got one job. Inflate. And then they sent me that part eventually.
Mhm.
Well, I called and they were like, okay, cool, we'll send that out to you. And then like 5 days later, I was like, I didn't hear anything back about that. And so then I called back and they were like, oh yeah, we didn't do that, but we will do it now. So then
We were going to do that. We were totally going to do that.
Planning
Do
on
that.
trying to help you.
we 100% thought we might. And then they did, and then they sent the new part, and then I inflated it, and it has a leak.
Oh.
It has a slow leak. I know. And I'm like, guys. So I think I'm just gonna try to like it's a slow leak. So I think I'm gonna try to just baby it through the hot tub by just sort of like, or through the holiday by like, because of course I'm having a party. So I think I might just try to baby it through the 4th by like just pumping it up, you know, like
Just keep going.
every few hours. Like I
Can
got
you-
the link for
I
the
mean,
warranty claim.
Is it the kind of leak you can put duct tape over and
I can't
slow it down
find
more?
it.
Or?
I cannot find it. I'm
I see.
considering actually going down and just like spraying soapy water all over and trying to see where
There you go.
it like a tire, you know, but I just cannot figure.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I mean I
Because
have like
that's a
flex
good
tape.
question. Is it a water leak or an air leak? It's an air. It sounds like it's
it's
an
an
air
air
leak.
leak.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just need to buy a bigger hot tub to put that hot tub in, so you can see the bubbles from the leak.
Exactly.
Get a can of Fix-A-Flat. Okay.
It's definitely not on the inside because there
Just
is still
cover it
some water in
Fix a
it.
flat.
Just fucking.
It's gonna smell great, I'm sure.
It might have come with the repair kit, but again, I don't know where the leak is. And also now I'm just mad because I'm like, this
Right.
thing's a lemon. Like,
Yeah. Every part of this is now soiled forever.
No, it's not.
Soiled.
That's not okay. Yeah. You
so
can just
that's
keep-
my biggest problem in life. It's not really, but you know,
And then you
No,
fix
that's
that and there's like, oh,
annoying.
the heater doesn't work
it's just
actually.
annoying. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I'm
Yeah.
just like,
So Jackie and I decided
it
to
probably is
spoil
near the
ourselves with a new purchase.
Oh, what'd you get?
say more.
We're purchasing a 70-year-old oak getting taken out of our backyard.
Ooh,
that's
that's a big
so
purchase. I'm sorry to
sweet.
say.
Yeah, we're really spoiling ourselves, you know.
Really are.
You two know how to live.
We did treat ourselves to a rotten trunk of a 70-year-old oak. And then we decided, you know what? Let's just
Let's just go the whole way.
Let's
Might
spend a
as well.
cool $8,000 and get that
Go
just taken
all in.
care of.
$8,000 to remove a 30-year-old oak. Wow.
It's like
Honestly,
it's
I
like
thought it would be more.
150 feet. It's like it's the biggest tree in the neighborhood. So
Yeah.
we were kind of asking for it when we bought the house. And there's one right next to it too. So we have two in our backyard that are just.
You're only taking one of them out?
The other one is fine.
Is the other one going to be lonely though?
I will be. I'm not gonna lie.
Companion.
I'm not gonna lie. Our backyard is always 20 degrees cooler than the front because we have this awesome shade, and I'm gonna be bummed. I will not be bummed because it drops acorns and it sounds like it's hailing all the time in the fall. But I will also be bummed because I will be lighter a couple, several grand. But
I have. Let me tell, like, as a California inflation story, I have had friends get quotes for similar trees that are $20,000 and up.
Yep. Yeah. I honestly, like, I was like, this is kind of.
It's less than I was like, oh, you got off kind of easy.
It was the 1/3 expectation, like, of the expected range. I was like,
yeah.
Have you thought about just taking a small saw and slowly removing it yourself in the yard waste over the course of 7 years?
The tallest ladder that I have is not tall enough to even reach the lowest branch. So I can't even start to do that. It is a monster.
You're gonna have to invest in some lumberjack spikes.
Yeah. or
I'm full of practical solutions to everyone's problems today.
It's like, here's what we could do.
Knowing my IKEA challenged handiness, I would not dare to put my house or my neighbor's houses, quite frankly. It's mostly my neighbor's houses, to be honest.
Yeah. We had a dead maple or oak, I can't remember now, in front of my neighbor's house that if it had fallen, had a decent chance of falling on my house. And it was in the median that is the responsibility of the city. And so he was, reasonably like, I ain't paying to take that out. It's the city's responsibility and they need to get out here. And I call him up and I remind him regularly. But part of me was like, dude, let's just split the cost. I don't want that thing falling on my house. Yeah. But eventually the city did take it out. So
in Ohio, we call that the tree lawn appropriately.
The tree lawn.
The tree lawn, yes. Put your cans in the tree lawn.
Trelawney. Yeah. That's a Harry Potter character.
Yeah.
Professor.
Yes. One of the fortune teller twins.
Yeah.
Or no, the teacher.
The teacher, yeah, she's the fortune telling. Well, the is she a hack fortune telling teacher who occasionally does tell the fortunes or the future, or something like that. Anyway,
it's one of the great mysteries of those novels.
Yeah.
I don't want to say speaking of because I don't want it to be a spoiler.
Mm-hmm.
But bro, I'm so mad I didn't bring 13.
Mm-hmm.
You're line 13. Like.
Thank you. Yes. No, it's a good one, huh?
Gah!
Mm-hmm. I know what you mean. Yeah.
I discuss this specific thing
with
my
good.
book bestie.
That's great.
Constantly. And then I just, I can't. I gotta zip it. Because I'm about to give it all away.
I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
This is a question. This is going to be an example of me bringing a thing and Molly explaining it, I think.
I'm so excited about this.
You heard about this?
Man.
Yeah. Because I found out about it yesterday.
I have failed. Like this is like an I have.
No. This is how it works. No, there's no failures.
How it works.
We're just picking each other up. Because
I've been on the other side of that tree falling on me.
Rich is like, come on.
I get it.
I get it. I'm going to the smokehouse tonight. Have any of you watched The Studio?
No,
I have not.
Oh, okay. It's also referenced in many other works. It's a venerated restaurant near all of the
smokehouse. Yeah.
Yeah. But it features prominently in the TV show The Studio that was out earlier this summer. But we're celebrating multiple birthdays. Yesterday was my cousin's birthday, and it was my birthday recently, and it's Eileen's birthday coming up in like 9 days. So we're doing a big smokehouse birthday dinner. I'm looking forward to it. This will be fun.
Delightful.
Oh, that restaurant. Okay.
Maybe we'll see Martin Scorsese there.
Maybe. I went to Chez Panisse last night.
Rich looks very confused. He's like, why would you see Martin Scorsese? Because it's the smokehouse.
Yes.
And you're as likely to see him as anybody. Somebody famous will be there on pretty much any given night.
Sounds nice. Chez Panisse. I did see with
Jenny Josephson.
Yes, I was going to say a mutual friend.
Yep. and we did pretend that it was still my birthday.
What was
enough.
that? Was that a dessert? What I like?
Yeah,
it
was
just
like
looked
a
amazing.
flan. Yeah, it was just like a caramel flan thing with the peachiest peaches that ever peached, and it was really. But I have to say, it was kind of interesting because, I mean, the deal, for those who are not familiar, Chez Panisse was started by the chef Alice Waters. It's like been there since the 60s. And Alice Waters is credited with inventing California cuisine. Like she just was the person who sort of like all of the food that we eat now and like sort of take for granted, like that there's avocados on everything, or that there's like a little, some fennel in your salad, or like all of that stuff is Alice Waters. Like it all came from her. And it's this kind of like freshest possible ingredients, like make vegetables and fruits the stars of everything. She famously got in a feud with Anthony Bourdain because he basically, because there was a point at which Chez Panisse was serving just like a peach for dessert, just like a peach on a plate, and it's Chez Panisse is like a $500 dinner, I mean, it's like not, and so he was just like, you're an elitist, and like you say that you're, anyway, whatever, it was a whole thing. But it was very interesting because I went there 22 years ago or something, like longer even, maybe when like 23 or 24 years ago for the first time. And I had come from the Midwest where all of our vegetables like came in cans when I was growing up, like you just didn't. And I like had this truly transformative culinary experience. I was like, oh my God, I like vegetables. Like it changed the way I eat. It genuinely did. And then I went there last night and I was like, this menu seems a little dated. And I don't know which of those things is like, I don't know if it turned me into such a foodie that now I've gone too far.
Yeah. You've outpaced it.
Right. Or is it that it has been there for so long and it's like in Berkeley, or like kind of like old hippies or whatever. But it was a really interesting, I was just like, huh. And I know that her deal is to take simple food and elevate it flavor wise and make it taste amazing. But I also was just like, this kind of feels like the rest of it. It's like the meal that you would get at a like hotel banquet, but it tasted amazing.
But it was a really good version of that. But
a really good version of it. But it still was just sort of like a mixed green salad.
The pineapple ring was fresh instead of from a can.
Right. Kind of, like a mixed green salad, an eggplant pasta, like prime rib with like potatoes au gratin, and then like flan.
Yeah.
Right? That is like an old menu.
That is not an unexpected menu, right?
Exactly. And so I'm sort of like, I'm just sitting with it. Anyway, I was like,
are you watching The Bear?
No, but I have watched The Bear.
The season 3, we're making our way through season 3. And one of the fights, this is not much of a spoiler, but one of the fights is consistency in the menu, whether they should keep changing things or settle on what they do well.
So I did just watch with my son. We watched Chef with Jon Favreau. And that's like, they've got this restaurant. So they have this amazing chef and they have this restaurant where it's like you just make the hits over and over, And so, and this felt like that. Like I was like, is there a chef at Chez Panisse right now who's like wishing that he or she could do something more? Like, yeah. Anyway, but Chef was very good.
Is it Chez Panisse? Isn't Alice Waters the inspiration for Arlo Guthrie's Alice's Restaurant song?
I believe so.
I believe so. I believe that's correct. Yeah. Which used to be a Thanksgiving tradition in St. Louis radio, but I don't know if it still is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think so, though.
Radio traditions never die.
Until radio does. But.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Yeah. I'm like, well,
we're gonna outlast the traditions. Will outlast the radio.
Yeah.
This restaurant about Alice Waters. Let's find out.
You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant, excepting Alice.
Perhaps not. Perhaps not.
Mayhaps.
No? But there was a tasting table episode about it, which is partly why we went there. Chef's Table or whatever. Chef's Table. Which is why.
Well, in that case, let's do
it was
the show.
Delicious. I don't want to.
Let's do it. Now that I'm hungry. Here we go. For some mediocre elevated banquet food. All right. Let's clap it up then. In 3, 2, 1.
Music in 3, 2, 1.
Get Give it to me.
Hey everyone, I'm Molly Wood.
And I'm Tom Merritt.
Welcome to It's a Thing, the weekly podcast supported by you about things that are things.
Love those things.
We love those things. Sometimes a thing is just a thing.
Support those things. Love those things. Hug those things.
To paraphrase the immortal words of one Sigmund Freud, sometimes a thing is just a thing.
That will be $20.
$250 in today's dollars.
If you are wondering how does this amazing show stay afloat, the answer is you. Patreon.com/itsAthing. You can also, if you're like, well, I don't really think I could commit to that. I need a reason to support you besides just supporting you. We get it. Some people aren't into the value for value menu. Value menu. I said value menu just by accident because we're in inflationary times. We have a shop. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a thing.me/shop, unaffected by tariffs. Go find our things.
Unaffected. You can support us directly at patreon.com/itsAthing or just buy stuff. That's fun. That's fun.
Just buy a thing. Buy a bucket hat.
And now for what is hot in the world this week. What's
Curvy
on
couch.
tap? What?
Curvy couch is hot. I'm just going right into it.
You're a curvy couch, really?
You know
Tell me
who
more.
do you know what you know what I'm talking about with the curvy couch? You can't put it up against the wall
Exactly.
It's a semicircle.
What
And apparently, according to the Los Angeles Times, these are becoming popular. They're kind of an Art Deco thing.
Yeah,
and
which we talked about.
here's how you know it's popular. The LA Times article is the curvy couch is making a comeback, but should you get one?
Oh, yeah. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Because it means you should.
Yeah, that's we know you've been in that furniture store looking at that curvy couch wondering, could I really pull this off? Let's explain how you can. And that's what they do.
Crap, I need one. Look at this.
It's cool looking, right? I love a curvy
It's
couch.
so
They're not
awesome.
practical. I'm not trying to argue that, but they look great.
But they're great, like if you're having a party, because you can kind of sit on either end and
Yes.
sort of be facing each other and have
Right.
something like it's just so nice. Wow. But this makes perfect sense because we just talked about, was it in an email? I think somebody said Art Deco is back, or maybe you
Yeah.
brought. Maybe you brought it that Art Deco was back.
I don't remember who it was. Well,
I
it
don't-
could have been me or
exactly.
someone else. Yeah,
it
but
did
yeah,
happen.
Art Deco's definitely back, and
But the
curvy couch is coming
curvy-
along with it.
The curvy couch is the center of a proper Art Deco living room, which I now totally want. This is amazing.
And if you're one of those people
Serpentine
who has been
sofa.
like, I don't want to just have everything centered around the television, this is another reason to get a curvy couch.
Seriously. Oh my God, I love this. And I love that it can also be referred to as a serpentine sofa.
Oh yeah,
So
that
many
does
uppers,
elevate it.
right?
That's like
That-
Alice Waters-ing it.
It missed the pre-show. Subscribe to our Patreon and you can get it and find out why we're making that. But yes, it is.
Oh yes, Icor is like, I thought Tom said Kirby couch. This is not the Nintendo balloon character Kirby. This
That's
is
hilarious.
curvy. Yeah.
Yes, Los Angeles-based Kim Gordon of Kim Gordon Designs describes including a sinuous sofa as akin to bringing in some girdly hips.
You know, you could buy our
godlike.
Art Deco What the Hecko shirt on the It's a Thing shop and then lay on your curvy couch in it.
Oh my God. I really want a curvy couch now. This is a good one. This is an excellent design trend.
Yeah, this is
It's
just
been a while.
this is an of the moment design trend.
Yes.
So yeah, we haven't had one of those in a minute.
So I would say maybe don't spend like heirloom money on your curvy couch because it's an of the moment.
Might
It's
not
not a
stick
classic.
around. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it might not even be that comfortable. So this would be for the entertaining aspect of your
It's
life,
hard
maybe.
to nap on. Yeah, this is for
Yeah.
your formal living room situation, I think.
I mean, if you have a
parties.
curvy spine, I guess maybe it's
Yeah,
fine.
you could sort of fetal position in it, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah. Well, if you're looking to be on trend for less money than all of this, I am happy to report that I know we've all been wondering what was going to come after Stanley.
Oh, do we know?
And I'm here to report it's Owala. The Owala water bottle is the only water bottle to buy. All the kids have the Owala water bottle. It's kind of got a flip up straw, which they like.
Oh,
And then
uh-huh.
they even have, and this is so clever, they have like a water bottle and tumbler duo. So you get the bottle to carry around in the world with the flip up straw, but then you also get a Stanley. Like, it looks just like
it looks like a Stanley, right? It's got the handle and the top with the straw coming out of the top. So yeah.
Yep. So they what they did is they made a pretty good Stanley knockoff that was good enough and cheaper. It's like $40 instead of compared to Stanley's like 60. But then they made this like the one that really has taken over everything is the flip top one, the flip top Owala water bottle.
So is it as good as far as preserving the cold and all that?
I don't know.
Does anyone care? Am I a boomer for asking that question?
I know. I'm like, maybe, but
I don't know, boomer.
So it's okay. So here we go. I finally found the name. And here's an article. Oh my God, this is amazing. Here's an article from Food and Wine from June 9th of this year.
Oh.
I've tested so many water bottles, and this is the only one I've bought twice. The perfect water bottle is the subtitle, and it's called the Free Sip. The Owala Free Sip 32-ounce water bottle. This is the one that is the one. And apparently it will keep your water cold for an entire day, yes. It is BPA-free and dishwasher safe. Comes in 20 attractive colors and has a handy carrying loop that also acts as a lock so that it won't leak during transit.
Why did they buy another one?
Good question. Maybe they just wanted a different color.
Yeah, okay. I do like in this Lehigh Valley Live article that they highlight a pair of tumbler and bottle called Chicks and Giggles.
Wow. Wowie, wow. iCore just noted a link to bestproducts.com and saying, is it a thing because there's already a backlash?
Oh, of course. Yeah. That is one of the hurdles anything must pass is the backlash.
And the best products published one day after the Food and Wine article says, I just threw out my Owala water bottle.
Oh, no.
Here's what I bought instead. OGs exist for a reason. And then they went back to the Hydro Flask.
Oh, Hydro Flask. Wow.
Also, Erica, honey, I hope you did not throw out your Owala water bottle. Like, can you please just be a little more responsible with that language, not to go on a giant rant. But if you threw a freaking water bottle in the trash, don't even put that in the headline. You should not. There's no. This is like,
I can't tell if
culture.
She's Gen Z or millennial, but I bet she's millennial from the tone.
That is honestly outrageous. I just threw out. Like, right? Like, that is the kind of like disposable consumer culture that is killing us all. I'm so mad.
Spoken like the host of Everybody in the Pool.
I just, like I really do try not to be the lectury, like sustainability mom, but that was so easy to not do.
We don't know. Maybe that means I responsibly recycled it or sent it to Goodwill. Who knows? People say things in imprecise language sometimes.
Yeah, but all it does is encourage the idea that you buy one thing, throw it away, and then get another one because the other thing is better.
Well,
even if she didn't really do it, don't put that in the headline. Don't like reinforce any kind of messaging that's just like, I chucked this old thing because I didn't like it. I got a new one instead.
I think I have the perfect prescription to help you forget this frustration.
I know, help me.
Sit down and read some Dramione.
Oh, dude. I can't believe you. I cannot believe I did not bring this to the show.
No, this is okay. Sometimes you bring mine, I bring yours. We're all one here, and it's a thing. I found out about this yesterday from a Sword and Laser listener who was talking about it. Dramione is fan fiction where Draco Malfoy and Hermione Granger get together. Mm-hmm. The most popular version, Manacled, has been around for a couple of years. It's one of the earliest parts of this trend. Manacled is actually combining a little Handmaid's Tale it's an alternate fiction where Harry Potter dies, they lose the war, and then Hermione gets imprisoned and has memory gaps and, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Manacled has been 50 Shades of Grey. If you don't know, 50 Shades of Grey was based on fan fiction about Twilight, and then they removed all the intellectual property and put it out as 50 Shades of Grey. Manacled is doing the same thing, and the new novel by Senden Yu will be called Alchemized. Although the cover art for Alchemized looks very Handmaid's Tale, I gotta say.
It really does. I know. It is. That feels like it's almost like more dangerous in the intellectual property way. Yeah, this could not be a bigger. Well, and I would even say that the the Harry Potter fanfic, writ large, no pun intended, because writing is the meta trend here, and Manacled is the best known example of it. Most Harry Potter fanfic is, or at least the most popular Harry Potter fanfic is about Hermione. But yeah, like, so the reason I say I can't believe this is because my book bestie is obsessed with Harry Potter fanfic and literally has been trying to get me to read Manacled forever. But then she also is like, it's really dark. It's a very dark romance, da da da. And then was telling me that the new book is coming out. And then my audio engineer on Everybody in the Pool, like, I don't know how this happened that we were texting. She was like, yeah, pretty much all I read anyway is Harry Potter fanfic. And I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Tell me more. And like, give me all your, and so then I tell Book Bestie, and Book Bestie's like, what are her recommendations? And then they've just been like swapping recommendations via me. And yet my dumb self did not think this might be a thing. Like, I just assumed it was so
sometimes
niche,
you're just too close. Yeah,
totally. Like, but I should have realized when Manacled got a publishing deal that meant it was
that's
like
the signal. Yeah. Goodreads has a list of the 30 best Hermione fan fiction that you can get. Like, Goodreads has it. So this isn't just, I went into a dark corner of Wattpad and found something. Like,
totally.
this is out there. Draco Malfoy and the Mortifying Ordeal of Being in Love is number 2. Secrets and Masks, Breath Mint's Battle Scars, The Disappearance of Draco Malfoy, Bloody, Slutty, and Pathetic.
Yeah, it's pretty raw out there. I kind of want to find that. Let's see, recommendations. No, I just want the DM.
Oh, it's more than 30. It keeps going.
Yeah, no, there's tons of them. Yeah, this is super duper duper a thing. I'm still have the stomach for Manacled, but maybe dark. It seems dark.
Yeah, Hermione. Harry Potter fanfic in writ large, and then Hermione as sort of the most popular subgenre of that.
It's probably the thingiest part of the meta thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I am just crying in Book Talk Girly because I didn't think of bringing this.
That's your next thing, ain't it?
That's my next thing. So my next thing is a language usage that has become more and more popular on the internet. It's been around a long time, but the usage is basically cries in something funny.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I have seen, there's this hilarious woman that I follow, and she was like, I don't know, making fun of somebody trying to make guacamole, right? And so she's like, cries in Latina. And then, or there will be like laughs in free stuff. Screams in existential crisis, according to like Reddit,
you're served some disappointing potatoes au gratin, cries in Midwestern. Am I using it right?
Totally. Yeah, exactly. Cries in Midwestern, right? Or like cries in food snobbery.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it could be laughs. I most often see it as cries. But yes, I could be like laughs in food snobbery at my own self being like.
So yeah, verbs in noun is the meta thing, but cries in is the most frequent example.
Cries in is the most frequent example.
I got
exactly. It. Yep. Nailed it. Yeah. It's just I just bring it up because it is enough of a thing that I could no longer ignore it. And also it kind of like, people are really clever with it. Like, none of my examples are as clever as I want them to be, but I have seen some very, very funny things.
This is great. This is one of those things that allows me to feel like I am not as old as I am because now when I see it, I will be like, oh yeah, that's that thing that Molly told us about.
Like, someone said, one of the examples, there's a Reddit post about it where somebody's just like, what's up with people saying this? And it's from like a while ago. But one of them is sort of like some new game came out that was expensive, and they were like, cries in spent $40 when it came out. Like,
Yeah, that's good.
So
That's
instead of
good.
saying, I can't believe how expensive it is, you would say like cries in, that cost me
Uh-huh.
$8. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm using this.
It's just really fun. I know. I'm just like, God, this is a good evolution, and it's like fun and clever, and I'm into it.
Cries
And I
in
see
why
it
did I forget Dramione is definitely like makes sense, right?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cries in failed book talk girly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's our title.
Cries in failed book talk girly. It really works in captions, I have to say. Like it's funny as a Reddit comment, but when you see it as a caption over a video, funny.
Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss. People are
As a
really
throwback.
figuring out how to use captions cleverly. Really,
It's the new skill. It's
really
the new style.
nuanced content being created out there.
All right, we have some contenders for thing of the week here.
Dude, we really do.
This is going to be a tough one.
This is honestly tough because those freaking water bottles are freaking everywhere.
Yeah, and the curvy couch is of the moment.
The curvy couch is so of the moment.
But Cryzin is so damn useful.
I know, it's so damn useful.
And Dramione is so damn dominant.
Right.
In so many ways.
Don't know what to do. I think we may, in fact, I see what you did there. We may have to vote. Oh my God, Icor posted a picture of a Klingon. Stairs in Klingon. Exactly. That's exactly it. So perfect.
Maybe that's is that it? Is that make Cryzin the thing of the week?
Judges
because it's
Klingon.
so useful. Yeah.
What do we
and
think?
We made
everybody?
it the title.
We did make it the title.
Oh, yeah. We're going to make it the title.
We're going
Only
to make
you
it the
know,
title.
listening to this later, if we made it the title.
Is it? God, that's a dark horse. I got to say, I kind of like that would come out of nowhere and beat the curvy couch and the water bottles and Dramione. But honestly, it's kind of amazing. And also, there's a lot of crying in the world.
There's that is a meta thing that I have started to do. And it's happened with multiple people, from my wife to co-hosts to friends on the street. Everything okay? Not really. Is it personal or the world?
Right.
Oh, it's the world. Oh, okay,
right.
Good.
Totally. Like
because if it's personal, then you get like, oh, what's wrong? If it's the world, you're like, oh, I understand.
I know. Yeah, exactly. Yes.
There's something maybe I could do about one, but not the other.
That's 100% true. Like, we are privileged enough to mostly have it just be ambient, the world. Cries in ambient dread.
That's Cryzin. Cryzin's the thing.
I think it's Cryzin. You're totally right.
Yep.
It's the thing. Yay! Thing of the week. Oh, I love this. It's fun when there's like suspense.
Yeah. This was a good one. All right. Jody in Minneapolis has got some things for us in our email address, feedback@itsthing.me. Yesterday, I got confirmation of 3 recent things. I was volunteering with a friend who was late for the gig. She explained, and I quote, "I've been raw dogging neurodiversity all day and needed some caffeine."
Wow.
I then stopped in at my favorite wine shop where I was greeted with "Welcome in." The customer before me, who was well known to the staff, both said "appreciate you" upon finishing the transaction. I love it when I see the bright sparks of things out in the wild.
Dude, I should stop talking and just bring it as a thing to the show, but people's casual and constant references to their neurodiversity is the new anxiety. Like, you know how for the longest time, like the millennials especially would just be like, my anxiety won't let me do this, or because my anxiety, right? And
right.
Potentially even an overuse or an undiagnosed type thing. And now they all just say, in place of the word anxiety, they just say neurodiversity.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been noticing that one too. That's definitely a thing.
And I'm 100% seeing the backlash to that thing too, where people are just like, can you not? Because
well, there was a similar backlash to anxiety for people who actually had it.
Exactly. And it's all
it's like
true.
and same like PTSD and I've got OCD and all those things, right?
100%. All right, Ambassador Domo wrote in on a new food for the season. There has been an inordinate amount of product launches of grocery and fast foods that are using the dill pickle flavor. And there's a link to ABC News is on all of the dill flavored fast food menus. Good Morning America talked about it. Cup of Noodles introduced a dill pickle flavor. I looked back through the history of It's a Thing and found evidence of a few pickle things here and there, such as pickle pizza and pickle ball. Pickles do have their haters like everything else, but for me, this may just be the summer of the dill pickle. Dude, you are so right.
Dill pickle summer.
It's like jalapeno if you can handle it, and if not, you can have dill pickles.
Yeah. Hot girl summer, tired. Dill pickle summer, wired.
Wired. Ew. Awesome.
You know, I discovered something. Just the fact that they mentioned cup noodles, cheesy ramen instant is the macaroni and cheese of ramen.
Because that's like a Korean mashup. Like I feel like American cheese in Korean food, like there's that specific kind of Korean War mashup thing.
Right.
So, wow. That sounds delicious though.
The cheesy ramen, you can get it. Jin Ramen has it. I'm sure the other brands have it too, but check it out. It's real good. And I don't just say that because Jin Ramen sent Eileen free ramen so she would talk about it on her TikTok channel, which they totally did. But I had it. I'm like, oh no, this is like all the best parts of mac and cheese, but ramen. It's amazing.
Dude, oh, that sounds incredible. I want to have it. I want to go to there.
Yeah, you can do it.
The only reason, let me reiterate once more, the only reason you are learning about all of these things, and we are learning about these things from you, is because of your support of this show at patreon.com/itsatthing. And those of you who support us at the shout out level, you go above and beyond. And so we go above and beyond to shout you out in proper style. This week's shout outs, in fact, Tom's like, tell me more.
Yeah.
This week's shout outs are based on slogans for beauty and health products.
Oh, yeah. So you become the thing that makes all of us look better.
That's right.
Which is a metaphor for this show.
Thanks for what you do. Dom.
Like Dom, who's gentle on skin, but tough on dirt.
That's right. Brian John Porcaro, love the skin you're in.
Morris Jones.
That sounded kind of flirty. I didn't mean it like that. We're working here.
Yeah, you love the skin you're in, not I.
don't
although
love
maybe I do too.
The skin that you're in. I mean, I
Yeah.
might. We haven't met.
Right.
All right, now I'm making it worse. Next.
Morris Jones, clean as a whistle.
Oh, Benjamin Forrest, a totally organic experience.
AJ Venturella, look, Ma, no cavities.
Lee Price, add some roux to your do. It's funny because
Wow.
Lee is Australian. So funny.
Kevin Sill, the luxury you can afford.
I wish I didn't have to do this, but Eric Duncan, triple protection.
Jake Woods, cuida tu cabello.
S-Dub Texas, tu belleza natural.
Lara Abel, strong enough for a man, but made for a woman.
Valor Trucks, it fits, period.
AB Puppy with one close to my own skin, 99 and 44 100ths% pure.
Good slogan, guys. Louis Saint Amour, a million moments of closeness.
Oh,
Aww.
and Mike Akins, stronger, longer, shinier. Hair. We're talking about hair.
Shinier. We just pulled it back in the second there. Just pulled it right back. Pulled it right back.
Yeah, 99 and 44 100% pure is ivory soap. And that has been the slogan since like the 1900s or maybe before.
Really?
Like, yeah.
That is
because
amazing.
It is just soap. It doesn't have other additives in it. And that's why I use it, because there's no allergens. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's incredible. 99 and 44 100th%.
Isn't it it's one of those like 19th century style slogans, right? You can totally imagine it. But
they were just like, you know what? Whatever, we're keeping it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing. I love it. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for listening to our show, for making it possible for us to do this every week, because it's such a release and an escape, and also just so fun. Once again, you can become a member of It's a Thing and access our Discord, where you can chat along live with your fellow fans week after week, and an ad-free RSS feed at patreon.com/itsatthing.
And don't forget, you can support the show by buying our merch. Get that Art Deco What the Hecko shirt and others at itsathing.me/shop.
See you next week. Happy 4th in the U.S. Bye.
To the beat of life, the moon's feeding.
Oh my god, too freaking
Reach for the floater instead. That's the other Ivory Soap slogan. It
Whoa.
floats because it has the air bubbles in it. That's a famous story where there was a mistake in the manufacturing process that introduced air bubbles, and they were going to fire the guy, but then everybody started writing in saying, "Oh my gosh, thank you for making the soap float so I don't lose it in the bathtub." And they're like, "This is genius. Can you make sure we do this every time?"
That is incredible. That is such a boy. Corporate life has ever been the same, hasn't it?
1879.
1879. Damn.
Yeah, so it is 19th century.
You gotta love it.
By the way, I'm just cracking up looking like I know that I go on and on all the time about how much I love the show, and I don't care. Because I'm going to do it again. Because I just sort of randomly glanced down at last week's lineup.
Uh-huh.
And was just like, cocaine? Question mark? Like, this is the best
Never
show
not funny.
on the internet. Like,
Upcycled food and cocaine?
cocaine? The We Do Not Care Club and cocaine? Oh, I mean, I don't know what it is. Like I was saying, tell us what you think, Discord. I think that we should do things through the years, like coffee table book, because we really are like the freaking Library of Congress of things at this point. I mean, there is a decade's worth of material.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
And there is something so just profoundly amusing to me in just literally looking at the list of things. Like, it's such a variety. It's such a hopscotch butterfly brain. And if you just had like, you could like old school museum coffee book style where it's just like the name and the picture of the thing. Like nothing.
I can see it
cocaine
organized by year too.
Organized
like
by year.
2013, you know, and then yeah.
I mean, honestly, like that's incredible.
I'm pitching it to HarperCollins.
Okay, do you know someone? Because I'm not joking. Like, I think that it would be like just the year. I mean, we could probably put this together and sell it, don't you think? Like, we could easily create this, and it's just the year, the thing, and a picture of the thing.
Yeah.
And do that because we literally have it for 10 years. I mean, there's a brief gap.
Thing we could do a zine of the things of the year that we could do at the end of the year, and it's a zine. And then we can do
zine.
It's not a cheap publication.
That's
not
that
a cheap
Rich
publication.
Strappolino spin on it.
I love the idea of a coffee table book of just the best. Like I'm just
No, we could 100% do like yearly ones too. Like once you've got, you can either get the compendium or you can just get the
and then
year.
It's a thing annual.
It's like a thing annual.
I just imagine let's see here. I just picked like a random episode here. Just open it up and tennis bracelets. There you go.
This is what I'm saying. Like,
this is tennis. It'd be so fun.
Okay, let me just read a little bit from all the things.
Okay.
Just so that you can like, right? I'm gonna go back to season 3.
Okay.
Nope, I'm gonna go back to the Twitter one is hysterical from 2010, I think. 2019. Thirst trap. Emo rap. That's a bar. Fancy boxes for things like San Pellegrino, but in a box. Socks. Bombas, heart socks. Chonk. CBD for dogs. Red velvet fighting to be the post-Thanksgiving flavor. Poop is now socially acceptable. Weighted blankets. Pull apart bread. Sherry. Vegans. Mr. Sandman. Metal banded drinking glasses. Right. Mr. Sandman. Teddy coats. Women being drunks, but like cute drunks. Mermaids, Blippy, canned wine, egg coffee. Like if you just did the simplest ones, like hating on Geminis. Like I don't. It's just I don't know why, but it genuinely cracks me up to read it.
What we're saying, pre-order now.
Pre-order now.
Get enough pre-orders. I'll actually start working on them.
Bespoke burrata cheese. That's actually a good way to think about it. Is like we should just
like Kickstarter it.
Kettlebells. Mm-hmm. Marcona almonds. I mean, 5-toed running socks.
How do we source the images?
That's my next question.
Oh, that's tricky. Mm-hmm.
Like cocaine. I know how to find that.
Of course you do.
Right.
But also like if it's like Jenna Ortega, like I don't know what we're obviously like we could curate things that we could get images.
Right.
We
or
were
something
really, I know, if we were really gonna do it, and then I think there's a way to do it. Jesus, season 1 and 2, by the way, the top entry
Oh,
for
I
season
know.
1 and 2.
I know.
Elon
I see
Musk.
it every time I go to this list.
Like, you guys, there was a time when Elon Musk was a budding thing.
Yeah. It's like, did you know that this CEO guy is kind of a thing?
He's like
Yeah.
kind of, this guy's kind of a thing.
Remember Iron Man 2? Do we remember that moment?
Yeah. The dogs are having the reaction of many people in the audience.
Yeah.
Exactly. They're like, And if he came to my door, here's what would happen.
Uh-huh.
Can I just say from season 1 and 2, hating the shit out of iOS 7?
Which one of us do you think brought that one?
Busted. Yeah. Exactly. Peruvian food.
Cronut scalpers.
I mean, Tough Mudder.
Man, that was such a thing.
Okay. Assuming that this is all the way back in whenever it was, 2012 or something, rejecting the gender binary.
Yeah.
We had as
You
a
were
thing.
on it.
It's like, ooh, I think people
On
are
it.
doing that.
I think
Yeah.
people might be really doing that, like a lot of people. Yep,
Yeah.
turns out.
Kale.
That's not even, yeah. So that's the funny thing is looking back on them. Sometimes you're like, is that like, isn't that obvious? And it's like, no, that's the point. Then it wasn't obvious.
Right.
It was new.
It should be kind of embarrassing that but in fact, no. Man. First
There was a
aid.
time that not everybody knew about CrossFit and kettlebells.
No,
There was a time, a more innocent time.
a more innocent time.
Yeah, I wonder if you can do enough Creative Commons. It would reduce,
You could.
like you can't do the Jenna Ortegas, but could you do enough Creative Commons images that,
I mean, for sure. Like we could do. There's at least 200 that we could do from
Yeah.
either Creative Commons or,
Right.
be creative.
Or AI or something.
Yeah, or
you know?
or I could
Yeah.
take a picture of demi glaze in my kitchen.
The cool version, if we got like a deal for it, an advance for it, would be to get like Lon or Scott Johnson to like illustrate it.
That would be-
oh, yeah.
The illustrated anthology of things.
Right.
Because then you could do anything.
Well, and you could pay licensing fees for Getty stuff and get a bunch of it too.
Totally. Yes.
You know,
Actually.
but I actually like, would a mix work where you can have illustrations and
Creative Commons.
real
I think
images?
so.
Yeah.
Or maybe if there's something that, like hating the shit out of iOS 7, like that almost speaks more of a, not that necessarily would use that one, but like that almost speaks to more of a cartoon. You need something to kind of tell that story
Right,
versus just a
totally.
picture of a flat graphical image.
Yep. Interesting. And I wonder in that case, and it's possible that it just doesn't have to be year by year either. I mean, it could be eras, and then you can mix, and you don't have to use every
The
single
food
thing.
edition, the fashion edition.
Oh my god, things through the years, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, I just look at this and I'm like, one, I love it. This is the kind of I don't know, something about my Gemini brain just could not love this more. Just the like sheer variety of content.
Yeah. No, there's something compelling just about that, right?
Yeah.
That alone.
Oh my goodness. Anyway,
There's
I like that.
yeah, this is a good idea. We either Kickstarter it ourselves or pitch it to publishers.
We really could Kickstarter this.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great idea. It's just we're just kickstarting a coffee table book.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do some research about costs and possibly talk to people that have done book Kickstarters to get a better understanding of
Yeah.
what
Scott
we're-
Johnson's
Yes.
done a bunch of
Scotty
them.
J?
Oh, really? Yes, please. Let's
For his own
let's
art and
absolutely start
games and
with the
stuff.
people
Yeah.
who are already there. Yeah.
Oh, this is probably taking the idea too far.
Do
But
it.
what if we also had a card game?
We could talk to Justin Robert Young about that.
Because Scott Johnson has done he's done books and he's done card games. That's what made me think of it.
Really? I mean, I could see the
Like, just take this list of things
proto version of a
and
card
make a
game.
card game, please.
Right. Totally.
could-
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. And make a card
Yeah,
game.
you could make the case or so. Like there's a very simple kind of Cards Against Humanity style.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, totally.
Exactly.
I know exactly. I literally that pause was me being like, "Cool, what does the game look like?" Like it wasn't even. It was just like,
Yeah,
yep,
yeah.
and yes, and
Or like super boss fight or something like that, where it's like hating self checkout versus
who has the bigger thing? Because the card
indoor herb
game,
gardens.
the cards could have rankings, like the cards could have weight, and it's almost like war. Like you throw it down, and it's like, no, my thing was a bigger thing than your thing.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a dynamic where the cards have actual like properties.
Yeah.
And you're battling to be the thing of the week.
Yeah.
But it's not simply a power rating. Like you don't just pick. It's like certain things will negate other things' properties in the battle for thing of the week.
Yes.
Here's the game.
some
It's
things have, like,
actually it's a
maximum
journey
Gen Z
through
points
both
or
of your
whatever.
brains, and the things are like racing to try and get to the voice part.
And now we
to
have a
be vocalized
Blumhouse
on the game.
pitch.
All right.
Yeah.
I know exactly.
Let's
What is
have
this?
more.
Oh, what is this thing? That's funny. All right, let's start with the book. But I like the card game.
Yeah.
I like
Wait a minute.
no. Always have a product line in mind. You don't go on Shark Tank with just your one product.
No, that's right.
Also, desk calendar. Anybody?
Oh, that's
Each
easy.
day.
Yeah.
Right? Like every month is a different thing. Every week is so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
All
yes.
of these.
All of these.
All
Yes, if you could-
these.
if you
Get
can put
into all
together
these.
a little research doc. I'm
Deep
happy to get my
research.
assistant to help us too. But if Scott already, oh my God, there's two little hummingbirds just chasing each other around in this tree outside, and that's my brain, and that is why I like this list because I'm like, hummingbird.
Thing or no?
We have to get rid of these two bushes because they have nicotine in them, and our dog likes to eat them.
Really?
What?
That's
Like-
a thing,
That's definitely they're called cigar
Icor.
plants.
dude. Icor just figured out what the game is: thing or no thing.
That is the question.
So there's like some cards that are real things, but some cards that are made up things. And the question is, was it a thing? Was it really on the show?
That's it. Yeah, that's a fast game.
That's
Yeah.
a fast game.
That's
Like
good.
more.
First to one wins.
First one. Oh my God, this is honestly
We're doing this here.
incredible.
Oh yeah, you could do a little mafia style thing where you're like trying to convince everyone your thing is a thing when it's not.
Like bullshit.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of you has it's like a two truths and a lie. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then you vote out the thing that you think is not a thing, and then you turn it over and it says what it is.
Truffle fries. Are you kidding me? You're trying to get that over me? Come
I
on.
mean, I will say a card game overtaking the book as the first product because we're all really ideating a lot on the
Yeah.
card game here.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like the sort
book
of like
is, we know what the book is. That's why. Like the book is,
Yeah.
it's an easy, boom. We got the book. We can see the book in its totality.
But
Yeah.
realistically, more people want to play a game than have
And-
a good looking book.
and Thing or No Thing is based on the Bible of this show. It's not, do you think it's a thing? It's like, was this on the show
Yes.
between these years? Because it might be on the show tomorrow, but we're
Right.
not talking about tomorrow. We're saying,
Bonus point, name the year.
yeah.
we can sell booster packs every year.
I was going to say maybe the pack
there's booster
are
packs, 100%.
arranged, and then then it's like, oh, I'm going to get the 2018 booster pack now. Yeah.
Oh my God, completely. Because then, yes. And because based on the sheer nature of the show, the reason the show never needs to die, the game also never needs to get stale.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
the front of the card is the name of the thing. The back of the card is whether it was a thing, and if it was, what episode it was on.
Yeah.
You know, and then
Yeah.
you flip them over. Oh, I love that.
I just imagine the card, human skin book binding.
That can't have been a thing. Could that have been a thing?
Was that a thing?
And
I
then
know,
the stuff
only
we
hard part
the,
is making up the things.
and then the stuff that we didn't have on the show.
Right.
Yeah.
That
Stuff
is
we
a
wish we
that it
missed.
could have been, but wasn't on the show or wasn't on that year. If you're playing on the year,
Well,
yeah,
that's
it
the
gets-
other tricky thing, right? Is like, and there still could be a weighting or point system that basically is like, we got there too early. Because there are some things where it's like, oh, we did that in 2019, but now everybody's like, have you ever talked about da da da?
I wanted them to look like Magic the Gathering cards, where like each one has like a little quote on the bottom, where it's like just a quote from the show. Like, that'd be great.
Totally.
Yeah. No, this is great. All right.
Okay, I think it's card game.
Card game.
Okay.
Look at
Card
at that.
game.
Amazing.
Thanks, everybody.
Okay, thanks everybody. Let's get this out in time for the holidays. Okay, bye.
that. Bye.